he was huge. Girl! Ah, no! Hey, I'm sitting up here today. Isn't that fresh and fruity? How very exciting. So a while ago when I was doing my research, you could call it, for my bringing Wattpad fanfictions to life video, I came across a fantastic looking book. Just absolutely brilliant. It went by the name of TikTok Boy Slave. And that just sounds gripping, right? You're gripped. So I saved that. I saved that in my memory banks and my actual notes because I wouldn't remember otherwise. And now I'm finally revisiting it. I've read maybe a sentence from this book and then I was like, I've got to save this. The description, the blurb, I'm new to writing, so this may not be the best, or it could be the best, because clearly something inspired you to start writing and it was probably this brilliantly original idea. But it involves some popular TikTok boys, so that's, see, she's casting the hook out, she's reeling us in. Also, this book contains sexual content. So I recommend you're older than 13 to read this. So if you're 12 or under, just have your birthday really quick and then come back to this video. Because it also involves kinks, abuse, sexual torture, cursing and other sexual things. Well, how could I say no? Right. Okay, so the fact that there's a lot of sex in this book is making me slightly uncomfortable because the book starts with so, and then the first sentence is, I jolted awake to the sound of my mom screaming my name. M equals mom, by the way. If she says M, it's mom. So like, how old is this? About 14, maybe. 16, pushing it. Anyway, mom said, what should we make her name? Patricia. Patricia! Wake up and get down here! They'll be here in half an hour! Check your fucking watch, Patricia. You sleeping on the sold day? Yeah, no, we don't do that on days that we're sold. They? Who's they? My mom never has people over at our house. I got dressed into this. This is the meeting strangers attire. See, if she needs to, she can strangle them with little bows on her chest there. I went on my phone for a bit until I heard the doorbell ring and some muffled talking from downstairs. She's going to investigate. Her and her weapon bows have headed downstairs. She might walk down there and see mommy kissing Santa Claus or something. Oh my god, imagine the scenes. I got to the bottom of the steps and saw a really cute guy who looked around my age in my living room. What the hell is my mom doing with a 16-year-old in our house? Oh, you don't know, she's selling you to him. At least he's cute and 16 and buying someone for some reason. It's not even adoption. This is like black market underground. Why would you do this? If you were famous, do a Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, like adopt some kids, all good, but probably not on the black market. So Patricia says, Mom, who's this? And do you have his number? Ah! Mom said, oh, I sold you to him because you're worthless to me. It's a bit on the fucking nose there, isn't it? Don't you just hate it when you wake up and do your average morning things and sit on your bed and go on your phone for a while and then you walk downstairs and you find out your mum sold you to a cute famous boy? I'm sure we've all had that happen to us. Personally, my worst memory from childhood. Oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable, I don't know why I chose to read this. No, stop, because I've read ahead and I shouldn't have. So Patricia, wee Patty, she said, what? But I don't even know how to cook or anything. And the boy said, you weren't sold for that. He chuckled. What the f? Then what was I sold as? Ugh, I'm so confused. She's so innocent. She's so sheltered. She doesn't even know how to cook. She probably hasn't even seen a boy until this point. Oh, Patricia. So then she said out loud, then what was I sold as? Really putting her thoughts to words here. I respect that. Communication is key. And the boy says a sex slave. That's it. No further explanation needed. I guess that is pretty self-explanatory. So Patricia says, what? And her mom says, go pack your shit and stop yelling. Keep yourself together, Patricia. So Patricia says, I hate you. Which is honestly valid. And then that's the end of this chapter, but it's okay because they got straight on it. They said, I'll be posting more tonight. Clearly they had an abundance of ideas for this. They couldn't stop themselves. Their little fingers tacking away on this. Ooh, oh my god. 2 highlights of this chapter already I can see. More boys. How good. And then a bit of sexual content as well. Because it's chapter 2. Like, we might as well dive in. What are we waiting for? Oh my lord. So Patricia said I stormed back up the stairs, even though I didn't really care that I was sold. Oh, okay, bestie. I'm actually kind of happy I get to leave my mom, and the guy's pretty cute. Okay, but you're not getting married. You're getting sold as a, like, I don't know what that entails when you get sold to a 16-year-old boy to be his sex slave, but I'm imagining like handcuffs in a basement. Like, you're not gonna go live up large. I heard my mom tell the boy to help me pack, and a couple seconds later he was in my room grabbing a suitcase for me. He's like, I'll help her pack if she helps me with my package, you know what I'm saying? It felt kind of awkward, so I decided to make some small talk. Yeah, well, it is a little bit awkward. It was kind of grim, but she's writing this how I wrote my diary. So Patricia asks, what's your name? The boy says, oh, I'm Peyton. Clearly he didn't think to introduce himself to his new sex slave. Peyton More Maya. I should probably look up how to pronounce that so I don't get in trouble with any TikTok boy fans. But oh, well, nice to meet you. I'm sure you already know my name. And P, which stands for Peyton, not penis, or Pippi the Frog, says, yeah. He's just going through, like, he's flipping through a little magazine of, like, underage girls for sale, and he's like, oh. Ooh, Patricia! I walked into my closet to grab the last thing on the shelf. I hadn't seen this thing in forever. I opened it, expecting to see some jewelry or something, but I found my vibrator. So I guess she's not as innocent as we thought. Who bought that for her? Her mum? You think that was in the blurb her mum wrote for her? It comes with vibe. I tried to hide the box, but Peyton saw me and got kind of suspicious. What do we have here? Are you too shy to tell me that you have... Peyton, you are 16, buddy. Bro read some smut on Wattpad and was like, oh, I could do that. Peyton read one fucking adopted by Harry Styles fanfic and was like, that could be me. I blushed and felt his hands go around my waist and down to my butthole. His lips connected to mine. I felt his tongue brush against my bottom lip asking for access, but I denied and pulled away. Shop's closed. Roll the door down. Alarm on. Leave her alone, Peyton. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. We should finish packing. What did you say? Princess. He winked at me and I felt chills go down my spine. It's like Satan himself winking at you, right? Like, this is not butterflies, okay? This is not I'm in love. This is fear. This is anxiety. This is run away. If you can afford a vibrator, you can afford a fucking, at least a bus fare, okay? Just go somewhere else, please. Girl said, I'm gonna be bonking him. Oh god. Like, she's blessed that this has happened. I'm here from the YouTube video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Has someone already done this concept? Has someone already made a video on TikTok Boy Slave? That's my bad. Didn't mean to steal the idea. So 15 minutes later they finished packing and went downstairs, even though she literally grabbed the last thing from her shelf just as we read that paragraph. So what were they doing up there? Why have they written the mother like this? So they go downstairs and mom says, bye bitch. Girl, I popped out of your van. I'm your little spawn. You're gonna buy bitch me? You're gonna sell me and buy bitch me? I have so much dirt on this woman. She better be careful. I didn't say anything back. I just flipped her off and walked out the door. So this is a wolf. But I stopped and gasped when I saw the car I'd be riding in. Oh boy. Oh boy, and he's got the kicks out too. Parked up on the bonnet. It was so nice. He opened the door for me and I got in. What a gentleman. He put my bags in and got in too. Wow, he even put her bags away. What a nice black market kidnapper. So 2 hours later, I wonder what her mum's gonna spend the money on. I'm assuming not therapy, like it's gonna be like her own vibrator, buying her own child, just in theory. I guess I'd fallen asleep because I opened my eyes and the time skipped by 2 hours. She opened her eyes and everything just fast forwarded in front of her. It's very powerful. I felt a hand on my thigh and looked down. It's not a hand, it's a snake. You've been put in a snake pit. What are you gonna do? They've eaten your bows. You can't fight that. No, it's just Peyton. He squeezed my thigh and I gasped. You like that, baby girl? No, you know what I liked was my fucking sleep. Can you let me sleep in peace? Like, oh my god. I blushed and he chuckled softly. About 10 minutes later, we pulled up to this huge house. Oh, he could have let her sleep for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes away and you're gonna wake her up? You're better off letting her sleep, because if you wake her up 10 minutes before she knows the corners you turned, she knows how to get away. Has this guy literally ever illegally bought someone before? It doesn't seem like it. Embarrassing. So they pulled up to this huge house and she's like, why would he need such a big house if it's just him? Foreshadowing, I do believe. This is your house? Yeah, do you like it? I was gonna say no, she probably liked hers better, but I don't think she did because her mum was there. Like, if you've got to choose between abusive mum, house with abusive mum, or house with cute TikTok boys but they've bought you to be their sex slave, like the seesaw is pretty balanced there. I don't know if there's a better option. So she's like, yeah, it looks super nice and it's huge. He's like, average. Well, yeah, when 5 guys are living together it can get kind of crowded. Wait, 5 guys? There's 4 other guys? No, that's not what that means. Yeah, see, it's a cliffhanger because that's absolutely not what, like, the math doesn't math. 1 guy plus 4 other guys equals 5 guys. Go back to primary school. Cliffhanger, is there 4 guys in there? Maybe. Probably not. This is a good little intermission. This is some eye bleach for you and some ear bleach. Just... Can I skip it yet? Okay, so we're meeting the boys now, and this part doesn't contain a little bit of whatever she said before, sexual content. This one's got some full-on smut. She's not sugarcoated this one bit. It's got smut. So Patricia's thinking, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? The answer is nothing, bestie. You did not sell yourself. But I digress. We pulled into the driveway and I got out. Peyton grabbed my bags and we went inside. There were 3 guys in the huge living room playing video games. Cliffhanger, solved. It's not 4 guys, it's 3. 3 plus 1 equals 5 guys. He says, we're here. I've arrived with the underage sex slave girl from 2 hours away. The guys all turned around. I noticed they were all so hot. Oh my god. You guys are hot in here. Is it just me? Oh no, it's you guys. You guys are all so hot. If they don't immediately turn back around without saying anything and play their video game again, then this is a completely unrealistic story. There's a teenage guy. She says, but there was 1 guy missing. Yeah, that was the cliffhanger. There's only 3. My train of thought was cut off when they started talking. Question mark says, damn, she's sexy. Question mark says, can't wait for my day already. And, oh my god, she's on like a roster, like sister wives. Question mark says, she won't be able to walk when I'm done with her. Oh my god, he's gonna cut her legs off. I blushed, probably looking like a tomato, but I didn't care. But what did the 1 guy mean by his day? Patricia doesn't ask that yet. She just asked, can I get some names? No, she didn't ask, she laughed. Can I get some names? So question mark is Anthony Reeves, and then the 2 question marks is Taylor Holden, and then the 3rd it's Chase Hudson. If I ever get to meet Chase Hudson in person, go to a concert or something, I'm gonna be there in the crowd like, which song did you write about the sex slave that P brought home? Oh my god, I love this tune. Is this about the sex slave, Chase? So P is like, well, I'll show you to your room. So at least she gets her own room, but she's probably just gonna be sleeping with one. Oh no, see, there's 5 guys, so she's got 2 nights to herself, most likely, unless they just keep rotating. So she was like, I was so glad that I had my own room, but I hope it's my style. Well, I guess it's not like you can leave, so if you're gonna be stuck in a sex slave house, you might as well have a nice room. So we walked up the wooden stairs and down a hall to a door that had my name on it. Patricia, gold plated. Peyton opened the door and the room was gorgeous. It was perfect for me. Oh, I'm so pleased. That is just so you, Patricia. Look, she's got a little sex swing, a Christmas tree. They want her to be in the festive spirit. Santa Claus and the elves might come visit, you know what I mean? I walked in and laid down on my back on the bed. Be careful what you do around him. Please, he's dangerous. I looked over at Peyton and smiled. He smiled back. I'm glad you like it, princess. Yeah, I love it. Yep, say that for your own safety. That's really all you care. What are you gonna say? I hate it. Take me home. Oh, you're not going home. He laughed and walked over to me and leaned on top of me. I told you to be careful, girl. Now I gotta read this shit again. I don't want to read this shit again. Ugh, we made out, his tongue gliding across my bottom lip again, but this time I allowed it. His tongue explored my mouth. Christopher Columbus. So is this America? His hands slide down my sides, staying at my waist for a second, but then he moved it down to my inner thigh. Ooh. Red light. I was soaked. She opens her eyes. She's in the shower. Plot twist. It was all just a dream. It's okay, guys. It's all over. He teased me by sliding his hand close to my... We should go over the rules first. It's not my day anyway. I'm so glad you said that, P. Because I didn't want it to be your day. Imagine, okay, just hold on for a second. Imagine being, what's his name? Peyton. You go out of your way to meet this girl's mom, maybe exchange the money, not sure. You've driven 2 hours, you've carried her bags, opened the door for her, you take her home, and it's not even your day on the first day. Where's the respect in this household? Patty's like, rules? So I've never heard of those before. Rules? If it's something like you've got to walk around with a fucking collar and leash on at all times or something, I'm going to throw my phone into a fire and bless this house. So P says, we'll discuss it with you tonight. For now, just get comfortable. So they're giving her a little bit of grace, a little grace period. I guess right now she doesn't have to follow any rules, so if she wanted to leave, run right now, she probably could. Just a suggestion, Patty. And then she said again, I'll post again tonight. She's doing like 2 updates a day on this. Writing this book is a full-time job for her. 50 Shades of Grey, who? Like, she also said, tell me if you want anyone added, which like, you can just throw people in this house. Why are all these TikTok boys just okay with it? Like, can you throw in fucking Noah Beck and he's just gonna pop up one day and be like, when's my day with the sex slave? Like, that's not how. Okay, this one is called Virgin. It says this part involves smut, the type of smut I cringe at while making. So you freaky readers have fun with that. But what if I'm not freaky? What if I'm not freaky and I can't have fun? Should I leave? I want to. So we're starting right where we left off. I nodded and he winked at me and he left the room. I went on my phone for a little bit, scrolling through Instagram, Snapchat and TikTok. Good she hasn't been cut off from the real world. Oh, and then she drops this bomb. I knew who these boys were and I knew they were famous on social media. Oh, that's great. You have their names. They probably have like a contact email on there or something. Go to the police. How has she not mentioned this yet? She's like, why is my mom talking to a 16-year-old cutie? And then she meets like 3 other dudes and I was like, oh, they're all hot. Not once is she like, oh my god, that's fucking Chase Hudson. What the fuck, man? Like, oh, I've seen you guys on TikTok before. Like, and then another bomb. I was sort of popular too, I guess. I had 3 million followers on TikTok and 2.5 million on Instagram. And your mum just sold you like that? Like, people care about you, girl. People are gonna be looking for you if you disappear. If you pop up wearing your collar and your leash, dancing around with these boys, people are gonna notice. They're gonna be like, are you good? What's going on? I can see why they didn't check in her basement, because she's gonna have to do like her TikTok dances to keep up with her followers. And imagine that with her handcuffs on, dark dingy basement. If Marina Joyce had people call up the police for a welfare check because she said in a video, then yeah, you'd have some people knocking on your door. So regardless, an hour later, she's just been rummaging around on her socials, and then she heard a knock on her door. Patty said, come in, make yourself welcome. After all, I am your slave. It was a new boy, the one I hadn't met. So there are 5 guys. We can check that mystery off the list now. So this is question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And he said, it's time to discuss the rules, which I'm sorry if I misunderstood, but I don't believe that was his job, because the other guy was going to tell her, so he might as well just come back. Like, they've got a bit of a rapport going on. Why should I listen to him? So Patty says, okay, cool, time for the rules. She's so accepting. And then she's like, and by the way, what's your name? Just, you know, common courtesy. And he said, oh, I'm Jaden Hostler. She said, nice to meet you. And Jaden says, you too. Now, come on. Is it nice to meet him? I don't feel like it's nice to meet him. Okay, so she got up and she went downstairs and all the boys were in the living room. In the big, gigantic living room. She sat down next to Peyton and Jaden, and Peyton put his arm around him. I mean her. Peyton put his arm around Patricia, because they're chill like that. So T, I think that was Taylor, maybe. Not Talia. I promise it's not me. He said, so here are the rules. You have to go with someone if you want to go out. Oh, okay, that was the only tame one. I guess no running away is also kind of, that one kind of ties in, but the rest of them, I feel like this one, under the no running with the no having sex with other guys on other guys' day, which honestly doesn't make much sense. I feel like they could have reworded that a bit better. I feel like that's going to be crucial to the story at some point. Her and Peyton are definitely getting too deep too fast. I mean, like, with getting to know each other, nothing else. But I just feel like they're vibing, you know? Okay, so all of that, and Patricia's not like, hey, I'm really uncomfortable, please stop. She's like, okay, sounds easy enough. Yep, I can follow those rules. She's like, I was born and raised for this, like it's all good. So Chase says, oh, and there's a schedule too, because fucking Taylor forgot to mention. Duh. How are we gonna let Taylor do all the talking when he doesn't even know what he's meant to talk about? Chase has got it though. So A says, yeah. So on Monday, Peyton. Tuesday, Chase. Wednesday, Anthony. Thursday, Jaden. Friday, Taylor. Okay, so she doesn't get 2 free days, she gets one free day, because the Saturdays for the boys. Do you think this is how he said it? Do you think he said like, yeah, so Monday's Peyton's day? Or do you think it was literally just like Monday, Peyton, Tuesday, Chase? Today was Sunday, so I don't have to fuck anybody, even though I'm really horny from earlier. Okay, girl, keep it to yourself. Go take your horniness somewhere else, like the police station. So nice of them to take her in on a Sunday so that she has a free day. She gets to know everybody before she has to. Ugh. So Patricia says, okay, well today's Sunday and it's already pretty late, so I'm just gonna go to bed. I like that she's not like treasuring the fact that it's Sunday and it's her free day. She's just like, I'm gonna sleep it off and wake up on Monday. I'm very excited to see you, Peyton. They've even got an abbreviation for the boys. TB. It's not tuberculosis. The boys. So the boys say, okay, see you in the morning. I'm assuming in unison. Okay, see you in the morning. And Patricia says, good night. I walked upstairs. I wasn't actually going to sleep. I was going to please myself, but I'll have to be quiet since it's a rule that I can't. Girl, I don't want to read about it, and they're totally gonna find you. I don't want to read it. I wouldn't want to read it by myself. I don't want to read it with you. I don't want this to exist. I walked over to a drawer that had the box from earlier, and I grabbed it, taking out the vibrator. I can't believe they let her just like have it in her room by herself. I feel like, you know how in prison they like pat you down and they take like knives and stuff because you're not allowed them, because you're not allowed to kill people in there. Why would you not just Peyton, like, just take the vibe? Don't let her do this to herself, because she's gonna get in trouble, and I don't want to know about it. So she laid down on the bed, she turned it on low. She's quiet, but she could be quieter. Just shut up. And then she turned it up a bit. She was a bit louder, and she could just not. Probably. I caught my breath and looked over to see my bedroom door was wide open, and there was Peyton. How did you not notice? You're telling me you were there like fucking going to town, and someone just, you didn't notice? At least it was Peyton. Like, we've been vibing with Peyton. The bond is there, you know? He put his arm around us. Kind of cute. So Peyton had the biggest smirk on his face. His eyes were full of lust. His eyes were also full of dollar signs. He's like, I'm getting my money's worth. Even the free day's not free, you know? He walked over to me, snatching the vibe out of my hands and going to lock the door. I'm gonna have to punish you now, princess. No, Peyton, I'm sorry. I was cut off. My Peyton smashing his lips into mine. Hey, Peyton, she said no. And also, just saying, not his fucking day, is it? I know it's none of their days, but it's not his day. So, like, how does this punishment work? Do they all have to get together and come up with something, or do they just take it into their own hands? Because I feel like he's breaking a rule with her now, and then another guy's gonna come in and be like, princess, I'm gonna have to punish you now, and it's just gonna never end. So of course she kissed back. How was she into this? After a little while, he slid off my pants and panties. He threw off my shirt and his as well. Yep, okay, so she is naked, which is a very naughty word on Club Penguin. Fun fact. He brought his head down to my level and gave me hickeys all over his head down to my level, like a little elevator head. Don't imagine that. His head just like he slipped off his pants in his Calvin Klein. I don't know how to spell it. It's okay. Sex slaves don't go to school. He was huge. Girl! Ah! No! Oh my god, I can't do this. Peyton. Peyton, wait. Yes, baby girl? I'm a virgin. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it easy. But, yeah, thank you for apologizing. Unbelievable. I blushed and was in shock. Someone get her one of those fucking foil blankets. I thought Peyton was innocent. Girl, he bought you to be a sex slave. What do you mean I thought he was innocent? Oh, when he was squeezing my thigh and calling me baby girl, I thought he was just a little boy. He said, tell me when to move. I nodded, snickless. Maybe it's for this? Do this. Then no, never. No, don't, Peyton, please. You like that? Yes. Peyton. Girl's beatboxing. That's not my name. Stop it. Answer the question correctly. She did not. Oh, she's a rule follower. Glad that she was paying attention to the rules. I'm gonna stop reading after this because I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Oh, okay. After all that, luckily I'm on birth control. Yep, very good. Glad that you were prepared. Hopefully they let you get your prescriptions out every couple months. We don't need a TikTok boy slave baby, now do we? That would be some kind of sequel. Hey, that's not fair. We both fell asleep quick, so Peyton has a day, wakes up, and has another day. That's just a bit too many days for Peyton in a week. Okay, let's read through this very quickly, because it doesn't say anything about there being smart, so I think we can handle it together. She woke up to Peyton gone. I got up and I changed into his sweatpants and a t-shirt. How nice of him to leave a change of clothes there for her. Do you think he walked back to his room naked? Because there's no way he brought a change of sweatpants. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna need 2 of these when I go to her room and catch her vibing. I walked down the stairs and saw that all the boys' eyes were on me. Yeah, because there's finally a girl in the house. It was Monday, and I was still sore from last night. So hopefully... Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, hopefully Peyton has some chill on that front. So Patricia says, good morning, guys. What a wonderful day to be a sex slave. And tuberculosis says, morning. Morning. I walked into the kitchen, was starting to make breakfast. Wow, she has just made herself right at home. So, do you guys want pancakes? I'm making. So she felt hands go around her waist. And Peyton says, hey, mamas. So Patricia is like, oh, I'm mamas. And she's like, oh, hi, Peyton. Fancy seeing you here. So Peyton says, I was thinking we could maybe go out tonight. I have a lot planned for us, which sounds promising. That sounds like they're gonna like hang out a little bit. Nothing raunchy, nothing sex slavey. We can only hope. So Patricia says, sure, I'd love to go out. Because what else is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? She can't leave by herself. She can't really do anything, can she? So Peyton's like, great, we'll leave around 8 p.m. if that's okay. Oh, no, Peyton, sorry, I had fucking plans. Yeah, no, you know that's okay, Peyton, because you bought me. I looked at the clock, it was only 10 a.m. Patricia's like, yeah, of course, that'd be perfect. That gives me 10 hours to prepare. How good. Thanks, Peyton, you're so thoughtful. So Peyton's like, okay, good. Plans made. His hands moved off my waist and I heard his footsteps wander off. I wonder where we'd be going. And then she must have like opened her eyes and the clock skipped forward by about 9 hours. It's 6:45 now. I looked at the clock in my room to see I had about an hour to get ready. No, do you know what you've had? You've had all day to get ready. What have you been doing? TikToking for your 3 million followers? Did you whisper help me? Did you say please send the police to Peyton Moormeyer's house? Because if you didn't, missed opportunity. She's got free access to social media. Hey guys, so I've actually been sold to TikTok boys. I'm a slave. Please help. Purse, book over. Problem solved. So she walked to her closet to try and find something to choose. So she wasn't necessarily choosing anything, she was just trying to find something to choose. She ended up picking this wee fit. No bows, no weapons. I'm a little worried. Maybe there's some like pepper spray in the bag. I don't know. She looks great. So I took a shower, brushed my teeth in here, and other normal things. Just the normal things that normal people do. Then lastly, I grabbed my phone, checking the time. It was 7:50. She's killed a good hour. So I turned off my phone, putting it in my bag. That's why her phone hasn't been taken off her. She's got a little like pocket in her back that she slides it into. So she went downstairs and Peyton was already waiting for me near the door. So Patricia's like, where are all the other boys? And Peyton's like, oh, they went out clubbing. They'll be back after we get home. It is a Monday night after all. So what else are you gonna do? And then go clubbing. Clubbing? Why would they go clubbing? I don't know. Probably because they wanted to? Or does she think that like they're hitting people with clubs? Like cavemen. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna have a great time with Peyton and nothing will get in the way of that. I mean, Peyton is probably hoping for a really good time because he did miss out on clubbing. It's just the kind of sacrifice you have to make when it's your day with the TikTok boy slave. So Patricia's like, oh, okay, well, let's get going. Now they're in the car. Patricia's like, so where are we going? And Peyton's like, you'll see. I think you'll like it. A lot. Patricia's very excited. Oh, I can't wait to see. She blindfolded. Because like personally right now, in this moment, I can't wait to see. Peyton chuckled and I smiled at his adorable laugh. How can someone be so perfect? I'll tell you right now, he's not perfect because he bought you at the ripe old age of 16 himself. He has issues, babe. I can't wait to see where he's taking me. I think I might be in love with him. No, I can't be. I'm his no, okay. No, you can't be because you've known him for 24 hours and you're his sleep safe, so that adds to it. But like, this is teenage hormones, it's fine. She's gonna, oh my god, he doesn't treat me like it. He makes me feel special. Literally just open up his TikTok and scroll down a little bit and you'll get the act done. Love over, like I promise you. My thinking gets cut off my Peyton. Pippi says we're almost there, just 5 more minutes. Patricia says great, can't wait to see it. Like she's very excited, very affirming. We pulled up to this high cliff. I checked the time and it was 9:30, so I've been driving for an hour and a half. This guy loves a good drive. He loves some time in the car with baby girl passenger princess. Peyton got out of the car and opened my door for me. I smiled up at him and kissed him, stepping out of the car. That's fine multitasking. We walked up to the top of the cliff and I gasped at what I saw. The bodies of all his previous TikTok boy slaves lying on the ground beneath the cliff. I wanted to end it with a cliffhanger because they're on the side of a cliff. Good one. You know what I would really like to see up here is not like a romantic date or anything. I would love to see them fight to the death because then she'd have a chance at escape. Just needs to get the car keys out of his pocket, push him off the edge, she's fine. Okay, so I scrolled down this one a little bit. Looks like they do have a nice little date. It's a picnic. And then it gets raunchy again and I can't handle it and I'm leaving. We've made it to chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're about halfway through. I think we've done brilliantly. I'm really proud of you for making it this far. I hope you're proud of me as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for going through this with me. I hope you can sleep at night. Just keep watching videos. Drown it out. Forget you ever watched this. I'll forget I ever read it. Okay? We can make that pact. Have a great rest of your day. Bye guys. Bye. And hey, if your mum sells you, make sure to run. You're not in love. I promise.